Now moving on, Ruto calls for a truce and the president has called for an immediate cessation of hostilities in the Democratic Republic of Congo as the conflict in the region continues to worsen. Ruto, who is the current chair of the East African Community, expressed concern over the ongoing military actions, including the closure of airspace in Goma, which has hindered humanitarian access to populations in dire need. He has urged DRC President Felix Tshisekedi and Rwandan President Paul Kagame to embrace peace efforts and implement measures to restore stability in the war-torn region. Here now is Chris Thairu with more.
The crisis has deepened following the announcement by the M23 rebel group that it has seized control of Goma, a strategic city in eastern Congo. Rebels were seen patrolling the streets after a swift advance against the Congolese army, which forced tens of thousands to flee neighboring towns.
Hali ya huku mazingira kabisa iko mzuri, depuis usiku yote masasi na mabombe zililala zinapiga, bwana tunateseka sana. Sie wengine tushakosa ka tutakimbilia pishu tulianza kimbia depuis zamani. Sie wengine tuko watu wa makiwanja, wa maruchuru, wa kibumba, tulishaka kimbia. Kisha tena kwa leo tena na leo tena vita tena natukuta na huku tuko majama. Sasa tunakosa kama tukimbilie wapi.
Over 1 million people have been displaced, creating a severe humanitarian crisis. And it's on this note that President William Ruto, who is also the chairman of East African Community, called for immediate ceasefire.
These alarming developments, coupled with rising diplomatic tensions in the region, underscore the urgent need for peaceful resolution to a conflict that continues to inflict untold suffering on the people, particularly women and children.
The president noted that a sustainable solution can only be achieved through engagement, constructive dialogue, and a renewed commitment to peace.
I emphasize the obligation of all parties to facilitate humanitarian access to affected populations and urge both sides to pursue peaceful means to resolving this tragic conflict.
The situation has drawn international attention, with the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres calling for Rwanda to withdraw its forces from DRC territory and urged the M23 rebels to cease fire.
Rwanda regrets the deteriorating security situation in the eastern region of the Democratic Republic of Congo. The current crisis could have been averted had the DRC government demonstrated a genuine commitment to peace.
Rwanda, however, has denied supporting the rebels and accused the Congolese government of provocation.
I call on the parties to the Luanda process on Eastern DRC and appeal specifically to my brothers, President Felix Tshisekedi and President Paul Kagame, both of whom I have had the occasion to speak to this evening, to heed the call for peace from the people of our region and the international community.
President William Ruto also announced plans for an extraordinary EAC summit to discuss the crisis and chart a way forward towards peace and stability in the region.
The East African Community stands ready to forge a stronger collaboration with the African Union and SADC, as well as the international community in encouraging the warring parties to prioritize engagement.
Chris Thairu, KTN News.